to raise an awareness, to make sure that we stop bullying today, and that every person in this room is one step closer to getting rid of bullying altogether. Everybody close your eyes, and then when I read this question, if it applies to you, then just raise your hand, and that's it. Okay, so the first question, raise your hand if you've ever been bullied. Okay, I want everybody to open your eyes and look around. Keep your hands up. Look at the amount of students in just this room that have been bullied.
All right, now I want you to raise your hand if you have ever bullied someone. Don't open your eyes, no one's gonna see this. This is just for you. Okay. I'd say you can put your hands down and open your eyes. There are about 10 people in this room that admitted to it. Okay, so that's the first step. If you know that you bullied someone, you can fix it. The problem is when people don't know that they're bullying someone.
Have you ever witnessed bullying and done something about it?
Go ahead and open your eyes. Keep your hands up. Look at the amount of kids that just raised their hand. This is what we wanted to see, and I'm so happy that already this great percentage of students are already taking the initiative to stop bullying. The first statistic, 1 out of 4 kids is bullied every single day. And that number is too high for what we're at right now, because bullying is such a serious issue.
1 out of 5 kids admits to being a bully. A smaller amount of kids admit to being a bully than those that are being bullied. Either they don't know that they're bullying, or they just don't want to admit that they have hurt someone before. So that's what I was saying about being the first step. You have to know what you're doing is wrong.
And 1 in 4 teachers see nothing wrong with bullying and will only intervene 4% of the time.
But it's not that the teachers don't know what the bullying is, it's just that they don't witness it. Because so much of the bullying happens either online or, aside from the main group. So this statistic is basically saying that bullying is so detrimental and that there's so much happening, but it's not necessarily always witnessed. And that's where the greatest issue is that people don't know how to respond, or they don't feel like they have people that they can turn to.
If you are being bullied, you have to remain calm. You can't get mad, you can't fight back. You have to stay calm, and you have to say, I don't appreciate what you're doing, and then you just have to walk away. You have to decide what to do. You can either stand up and tell them, leave you alone, or you can walk away, you can go and get help, and you have to have self-confidence. So you have to be sure of what you're saying. You have to know that you are tired of them picking on you. You are tired of being the underdog, and you have to be able to stand up for yourself.
You have to know when to get help. So if someone's bullying you, you have to go see a teacher, maybe tell your friend, and your friend will be able to do it. If you're too scared to tell the teacher, tell your parent, tell anybody, so that if someone's bullying you, that person can, be told that it's not good to bully someone else.
Specifically, that's why we came to your guys' school today. Because as it just says, bullying is most common at school, on school grounds. So we're here to bring awareness to this, to make sure that we reduce bullying specifically here. Because we want every single one of you to take that pledge to stop bullying.
So this is a true story. This girl right here, her name's Rebecca Ann Sedgwick. She was 12 years old. How many of you guys are 12? Wow, okay, so she was your age. Remember that. Rebecca was using apps on her phone like Pick and Ask. And Becca was getting a lot of messages from kids that she went to school with. Some of them were normal conversations, but others were far from it. These kids that she went to school with were her friends. She received messages that said things like, why are you still alive? And go kill yourself. It's February 2013. Once her mother realized what was happening, her mom pulled her out of school and homeschooled Rebecca for a while, and placed her in another school after that. Becca left her school, her friends, and completely relocated, hoping that she could start over. Unfortunately, she couldn't. It's September 9th, 2013. Rebecca disappeared early in the morning on the way to the bus stop for school. This young lady had her life ahead of her. She had a family, she had friends, and she had dreams. She left that all behind because she thought she didn't deserve to have a life at all. Becca thought what her friends said was true, that she was not good enough to live anymore. That's not fair. No one should ever have to feel that kind of pain.
Okay, raise your hand if you guys think you know what you want to be when you grow up. Anybody have ideas? Okay, I'll just call on a kid. Go ahead. What do you want to be? A kid doctor? What about you? A lawyer? You're in the incredible and will only happen if you continue to strive for these goals. Unfortunately for Rebecca, she isn't able to do what she wanted to do when she was older. Her life ended. And so what we're trying to stress the fact is that we don't want that to happen to anybody else. We want to make sure that everybody achieves these goals as veterinarians, and chefs, and doctors, and lawyers, and scientists.
So what I want you guys to do is these small examples, maybe write it out or draw a small little picture on these sticky notes. Okay? And as you're doing this, what I want you guys to be aware of is that we're going to put these all on a piece of paper and we're going to decorate your school with them. And what it's going to show are these small things that maybe make you happy. So if someone does not want to help with the bullying problem and they say something to you, then you can see these posters and you'd be like, you know what? I'm better than that. I can shoot basketball. That makes me happy. I don't care what he thinks about me. I like playing basketball. Or smiley face. Whatever you guys think that possibly makes you smile, feel good about yourself. I want you to write that or draw that on the sticky note. Okay? And in order to make other people happy, we need to be abundantly happy ourselves. Okay? You in the blue shirt right there. I couldn't agree more. I love soccer. Okay. Yes. Friends. Friends do make us happy. And I think you should have boatloads of them. Okay? Yeah. Music. That is a great source of happiness. I do not know how many songs make you just want to scream and shout and let it all out. Because it's awesome.
Community. Common unity. Everybody that's here today is a community. We've all come together and we're all working together. Everything that you do and everything that you say affects someone around you. That's why it's so important to think before you speak. We go with that common phrase, treat others the way you want to be treated. Although we hear that all the time, we need to make sure that we truly follow this guideline and these rules. How people perceive you is how people treat you. So if you want others to treat you nicely, then you have to be nice to other people. And that's the only way that it's going to work. Because without that, there's just going to be this constant vicious cycle. So we need to end that cycle and make sure that we make the difference.
Okay, so we have a quote here that I'm going to read to you that we found, and I think that it really fits well with our topic. The purpose of life is not to be happy at all. It is to be useful, to be honorable. It is to be compassionate. It is to matter, and to have it make some difference that you lived. So that just means that the purpose of life isn't to have material items or isn't to be rich or be famous. The purpose of life is to make sure that you impacted someone else's life, that you help make a difference in the world, even if it's a small difference, even if it's just standing up for someone and saying, hey, that kid's my friend, don't make fun of him. That little bit that you say can actually make a huge difference, and that's what it's talking about.
We're now going to show you guys a little video. It was a music video that Cypress High School did, and it's really impressive, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Say something like, hey, leave my friend alone. When you say something like that, bullying stops within 10 seconds, 57% of the time. Act as if it matters, because it does. So we want to make sure that every single one of you, make sure that if you see bullying, that you try to make an effort to stop it. You try to put an end to bullying.
Last year, I was in my AP Spanish class, and my teacher came up with this really great idea. She gave us all bracelets, which is what we're going to give to you guys. But you can only have it on one condition. I'm going to explain to you the rules, and if you're okay with it, then you can have the bracelets, okay? So they look like this, and what happens is you wear it on your right wrist, and anytime you say something negative, you have to switch it to the other hand. So it's any negative thing, ranging from, ooh, that girl looks weird, to, I'm really, really cold. I mean, complaining counts as being negative. You want to increase your positivity.
Why does bullying even happen? Does anybody want to answer this question? Does anyone know why bullying happens?
Make them feel strong.
Make them feel strong?
How do you prevent cyberbullying?
That's a very good question. How do you prevent cyberbullying? Basically, don't say anything negative to anybody. know it's really sad. Bullying is a serious issue, but with people like you and me, we'll be able to help reduce it. And I'm just going to say a couple of words. This presentation specifically was for my senior project. I'm a senior at Edgewood, and I did mine on bullying and the development of aggressive characteristics, and I found that the number one cause of bullying is that it is affected by those around us, that it's peer influence, learned behavior. And so what we're trying to say is, it's up to you guys to make a good image. It's up to you guys to be able to lead others and show that bullying is not going to stop anyone and bullying is not going to get anybody down. We are heroes, helping, encouraging, and respecting others from Edgewood, and we hope that we made a great impact today. Thank you so much.
Do you say your name and your grade?
My name's Madison Prosser, and I'm in 5th grade.
I'm Abby Gajunison, I'm in 5th grade.
Hi, my name is Haley Stevenson, and I'm in 6th grade.
I'm Shantrice Jordan, I'm in 5th grade.
Elena, 5th grade.
Okay, and tell me something you liked about the presentation.
I liked the PowerPoint because it gave like the do's and don'ts of what to do when you see bullying. Like you should tell somebody, but you shouldn't react to it.
I liked the video because it explains a lot, which happens a lot, and it was sad to me because it's hard being called names, and it's a hard thing dealing with.
I liked the video and the PowerPoint.
I really liked the last video. I don't think anyone else will bully after seeing it.
I liked that the video of the school, how it was like they were all coming together and they were all doing a great big like song about the bullying and how they were trying to teach other kids how not to bully.
Well, for one, I liked how you were talking about the characteristics of the kids that are being bullied.
I really liked the last video because it tells about what exactly a bully does and how it affects people and how people can end up if they just hang on to it and just don't let it go.
If people are being bullied, they saw this presentation, so now they know what to do when they're bullied.
And what's something that you would say to a bully?
Please stop bullying me.
To not just stand by and let it happen, to actually say something and not let it affect the other person.
You might not realize it, but it's a bad thing, so stop bullying.
Bullies are not gonna stop if you just sit there. You have to do something, or else it's just gonna get worse.
I would tell them to stop bullying, and it's not right. It's wrong. So, and you're just causing a lot of pain for other people. You should stop bullying, and bullying should not ever exist anymore.